Hi everyone, and thank you for joining us for this short training video. My name is Rebecca Sauterkeys. I am the Hiring Event Program Manager for NC4ME, and we are going to do just a short walkthrough of how to set up your Premier Virtual booth. This booth will be used for your hiring event that you have just registered for and for all future hiring events that we have on a virtual setting. We will also do a short walkthrough of what it will look like for you the day of the event as you're interacting with the candidates. So with that, let's get started. We'll start out using the link that I provided for you in your welcome email. If you cannot find that email or you have not gotten that email, please let me know and I will resend it to you. Your username and password is also included in that. So once you get logged in, it will bring you straight to your dashboard. We are going to start with your profile. And from anywhere within this profile, you can come over here to the left and change your logo. So I recommend adding in your company's logo in there. If you have a specific one for veterans, maybe you have a veterans initiative that has its own logo, you can use that as well. Whichever one you're going to be most recognized by, I would recommend using. And keep in mind, it does look a little squished in this little circle here on the dashboard, but as soon as you go into your booth preview, it will stretch it out into the proper shape and it will look as it's supposed to. So let's quickly click on edit and it will take you in to edit all of your information. You can see here I did fill in some of the information for you. This is about as much as I put in when I create your profile to register you for your first event with us. And the beauty of Premier Virtual is you only have to build your booth once. From there, it is simply making adjustments and additions to it. You can edit it at any time, as many times as you want, and add or take away things, even the day of the event. So this is a one-time task, and then from there, it's just updating. So we'll start here towards the top with the video chat link. This does not have to be filled in right away. This is not a must-have in order for your booth to look complete. This will simply be a nice-to-have, and it does save you a lot of time during the hiring event itself, and we'll show you that when we get to the walkthrough of what the hiring event will look like. So I'm going to throw a Zoom link in there. This is also where you can come in to change your password. If you get locked out or you don't remember your password, please send me an email, give me a quick call, and I can reset that for you on my end. So here for your organizational overview, we are just going to go into our organization's website. This is a training booth that I set up for NC4ME, strictly for the purposes of this video. So I'm just creating it as I did our original booth. Simple copy and paste straight into there from our website, and it saves it. These three custom links, you can set them up to whatever you want them to be. If you have a veterans page or a careers page or a page with just videos about your organization, whatever it may be, if you don't have anything at all, that's fine to leave them off. It will not show up as a missing cell, or it won't be on there, it won't be visible if you don't fill it in. It only populates if you actually fill something in. Got these links backwards. Let's do a quick switch of those. So I have ours set up just for our main website, our hiring events tab, and then our summits tab on the NC4ME website. You can also fill in your social medias. Remember, when you're putting in these websites, the key thing for Premier Virtual is to make sure that you have that HTTPS or HTTP, whichever your website requires, on the beginning of the web address. It will not save it if it does not have that included. So that is something that Premier Virtual is very particular about, and you will get an error message every time if you are missing that. So we're going to keep going down, and that's pretty much it. At this point, your profile is saved. You can see here it occasionally will come back and reject a website. Just save it and go back into it. And most of the time, once you go back in the second time, it will accept it. Okay, it still is not liking that website, so we're just going to move on. And that's something, again, if you have an issue with getting something to load in your website, let me know. I can come in from the admin side and fill that in for you and help figure out what it is exactly that is causing it to not take it. In the past, when I did this earlier, I just had to close out of the booth and come back in, and it let me upload it and save it right away. So sometimes it's simple things as that, and it will work right away. So we're just going to come in and do a booth preview. This is what the candidates see when they log into your booth. So you can see here the read organizational bio. It's got exactly what I copied and pasted in there. The 3 links that I put in show up right here. Had I left one of those blank, it just wouldn't have the box there. Had I not put the summits, it would have only had 2 rectangles here with the buttons. So again, if you leave those blank, it's not going to be obvious that they're blank. Those tabs just will not be there. Under the More About Us, with the social media links here, whatever you fill in, the little icon is going to populate. And those are clickable links. They will take you straight to that browser, to that social media platform. Let's go back to the lobby. We'll get to this chat now box in just a little bit when we start talking about what the hiring event itself is going to look like. So we're going to come over here and go back to our profile, and I want to go back to the dashboard with you. So from right here, there's a couple things that we can still do. These FAQs and trainings, this is something that was put together by Premier Virtual, the owners of this platform. They are an amazing group of individuals to work with. They are very responsive, and if there's any issues, they instantly are on it and are very fast with their feedback and their troubleshooting. So I went back one too many times. Apologies. You just click that sign in again, and it takes you right back where you started. So if you are a recruiter that works by yourself, you don't typically have anybody with you, you can skip this next part. But if you, with your organization, you have 1 or 2 people that may join the event with you, or that for an event in the future may fill in for you, you can always add them right here as recruiters. So you come in here, the owner of the profile will be automatically right here, and you can edit this. You can come in and add your photo, adjust your name, or add custom messages. And I'm just going to add in a message here right now. I'll show you this once we get into the walkthrough of how it will look. So that just kind of sits almost in a holding pattern for right now. So you can come in and add as many recruiters as you want to. Simple first name, last name, email, and password. And then they can come back in. You can add messages for them, or they can come back in once they have the link and add their own messages, upload their own photo, and their link to sign in will be the same one that I sent you in the welcome email that you used to log in to where we are right now. So let's pop back over to the dashboard and click on the job vacancies. So from here, you see I've already added one in. It's a simple add job, copy and paste or fill in the blank, the title of the job location, and the number of vacancies, and then copy and paste the job descriptions in. There is the option to link the job description. This takes you in. You fill in the link to where that job is saved on your website or career portal, wherever it may be, and it will put that link into this job description that is here. Once you have filled all of that in, just hit Submit Job, and it should come up already with your targeted events checked. You want to make sure that the event that you are participating in is indeed checked here. You can remove it from any. If you are participating in, say, our September event and our October event, and October was showing, but you weren't sure that that job description was still going to be open in the October event, you could remove the check marks from the October event. So once that's done, again, just hit Submit Job. And I do apologize for the planes flying over me. That is the Sound of Freedom landing at Marine Corps Air Station Cherry Point. You can go in here and edit or delete any of the job descriptions that you have submitted once they are there, and put as many in or as few in as you have. I do highly recommend adding in the jobs that you used when you registered for the event, the ones that you want us to match you to, because during the event, the candidates can see these and they will be looking for them. It has been commented at past events that the candidates just couldn't find the job description. There was no information on the employer booth. So they did come back to Alex and I in the main session and say, I'm just not seeing anything. There's no information on these booths. So we require the candidates to create their profiles and to make their profiles look presentable and be ready for the interview. So we ask that the employers do the same. It truly is only a matter of minutes to go in and update this stuff. So from here, on the day of the event, when you log in, you will simply click on My Events. We've got the test event for today, and then the upcoming one that you are registered for is the September virtual hiring event. So you would enter your booth, and it's going to look the same for both of them. I am going to go back to the dashboard and use the training event, test event, for the purposes of this video. So if you click on Enter Booth, give it just a minute to pop up, you can see that I currently have a visitor in my booth. This is what it will look like when you have a candidate in your booth waiting to talk to you. I have my candidate profile pulled up on my second screen, so I'm just going to send a quick message as the candidate to you as an employer. So you see how that pops up, and it does make an audible ding when it pops through. It does not make a ding when the candidate joins your room, but it does when they send a message. So make sure you have your sound on that day for this app. You can respond back here. Good afternoon. You can chat as often as you want. And then when you're finally ready to invite that candidate in for their interview, all you have to do, because we filled in that Zoom link or the WebEx or the Teams link, whichever it was that you used, you fill that in, this little camera pops up. So all you have to do is click on that, and it automatically populates this message down here where all you have to do is hit send. And it automatically sends the link for that candidate to be able to join you in the hiring event or in your video platform so that you can actually do your face-to-face one-on-one interview. From this location, I can also click and download Rebecca's resume. Now, I don't have a true resume on here. It just says it's for staff use. So a candidate would have their actual resume there that would open up when you click on that. The other thing I want to show you is these predefined messages. Now, remember, we filled this in under the Recruiter tab. I'm currently in an interview and will reach out to you soon. So if you have two screens and you have Premier Virtual up on one screen and you see a candidate reach in and send a message to you, instead of having to type this, you can go ahead and just click on it, and then it automatically sends it. You don't have to type it. You don't have to hit send. All you have to do is select that message, and it will automatically send it. So it is a one-click effort to communicate back to the candidate in your room if you wish to. Now, those candidates do know that you are conducting interviews, so they also understand if you don't respond right away that you most likely are in an interview. So don't feel like that you have to send that message. I want to take you back to the dashboard one more time and show you how to pull reports, or exactly what you can see after the event. So this is the last square that we haven't used yet. So after the event, you can come in here to the job seeker, and we'll click on visitors. And for the purposes of this video, my personal profile is the only one, my candidate profile is the only one that has visited this booth at this point, so I'm the only one that does show up. But from here, I can download the resume. Again, it's the same one that you saw when I was visiting the booth. I can come in here and add notes about the interview that I had with this person, or the chat that I had with this person, or anything that I want to add. And then I can also export a file of everybody that visited my booth while I was logged in for this event. And you can sort this once you started participating in more events with us. It will allow you to filter. This will be a drop-down list of all of the hiring events that you have participated in. So you can filter this list by a specific event, or by all of the events, or just leave it as it is and pull one big report. So you can check on certain candidates and pull a report with just them on it, or you can leave them unchecked and it will extract all of them. So that is pretty much it in a nutshell. That, again, Premier Virtual is super friendly to use, and is literally fill in the blank, point and click, copy and paste. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me. You all should have my email address. My phone number is in my email, in my signature block. So let me know if you need assistance with any of this. I can access your booth from the admin side and help you with anything that you have issues with. So thank you for attending, and again, reach out if you have any questions. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you.